And good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Flagler Weather Update. Today is the 28th of December, 2025, our last update for the year. And again, as we were just talking about, you can see the sea fog right there on our satellite imagery. Other than that, though, we had fairly clear skies, some patchy cloud after a foggy start to the morning. And so the sea fog right here, it'll probably linger right along the coast until those temperatures cool off enough to balance out where we lose that, where it's colliding with the dew point there. So let's go and talk about what's going to be happening here. So as we go, because that's the point of this, is we're going to talk about what's coming up in our weather in Flagler County next during the week ahead. So dense fog is going to be very likely tonight and into Monday. Visibility less than a quarter of a mile. And of course, this is later on tonight. The best chance is inland, but right now we have sea fog right along the coast. There's a moderate rip current risk at all the beaches. And then here's the big story right here. Colder weather returns this week. And so there are freeze watches issued up in southern Georgia. We are well out of that, but it is going to be considerably colder than it's been as of late when we get into Tuesday, Wednesday. You're going to notice it Monday night, actually. But how are we looking at drought conditions? Well, we're still out of trouble with that because of that rainfall we had not too long ago and the rainfall we had before that has been keeping us out of trouble with the drought situation, at least for now. But unless we get some substantial rainfall, we could be getting into trouble in the days ahead. So what's going on out there? So we are going to take a look at today's weather map. High pressure right over Flagler County, right over Florida. A stationary front off to the north. Big storm system going through the Midwest. Matter of fact, there are severe storms going on in Indiana in December. Tornado warnings, all kinds of stuff going on up here. Freezing rain in New England. Anyone traveling, if you're trying to fly up there or fly back from there or whatever, you could see some disruptions or trying to drive. The trains are running without a problem, but everybody else is having issues with that weather. Now, as we get into tomorrow, this cold front, there could be the odd shower, but it looks like it's going to pass through here dry on Monday. And then once that gets by us, high pressure builds in from the north, bringing much colder air right into our area. And we're going to see how cold it's going to get here in just a minute. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about temperatures. So this is going to be the main features the next few days. So tonight down to right around 58 degrees, 56 or so. And again, we can expect fog to redevelop across inland parts of the county. Right now it's just focusing right along the beaches due to that temperature difference right along the ocean there. Now tomorrow is going to be a warm day. This is probably going to be our only warm day of the week, the way things stand right now. So are closing in on 80 degrees at some locations, many locations mid upper 70s county-wide. Cooler at the beaches because there will be a little bit of an east wind at the beach there, a little bit of southeast wind. But other than that, inland, you're going to be cruising near 80 degrees, so it's going to be quite warm tomorrow. However, as we get into tomorrow night, things start to fall. We're looking for lows right near 40 degrees by Tuesday morning, and it could get colder than that as the forecast gets tweaked and fine-tuned. These numbers may be adjusted a little bit. So definitely a big difference from where we were to where we are to where we're going. And then high temperatures Tuesday. This is Tuesday morning. We're going to struggle to make 60, folks. We're going to be just getting into the 50s, mid-50s beaches, near 58, 59, near 60 along the US 1 FEC corridor, inland locations, upper 50s. So as we get into Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, probably the coldest night, and we'll get into wind chills here in just a little bit. But we're looking at temperatures bottoming out into the 30s, 40s at the coastal areas, and then 30s inland is what we're looking at there. And then as we get into Wednesday, temperatures are going to, again, struggle to get to 60, maybe a little bit of recovery there, but it's going to be quite cool and for, what we usually see this time of year. And as we get into, New Year's Eve, New Year's morning, we're going to be back down into the 30s and 40s, but not as cold as, Wednesday night, Thursday morning. So Wednesday night, Thursday morning, it looks to be, Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. That's what I meant. Tuesday night, Wednesday morning looks to be the coldest night. So Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. New Year's Eve, if you're going out, dress for it. It's going to be bottoming out right near 40 degrees largely across the county. Maybe some upper 30s inland. and 40s right along the beaches. And as we go further into the week ahead, how about Thursday, New Year's Day, first day of 2026? We're going to get back up into the 60s, so it will be feeling pleasant out there, especially in the afternoon, and largely sunny. Once this air mass gets in here, we will lose the fog. And then down in the 30s, once again, Friday morning, 40s and 30s. You're going to notice a big difference from the coastal locations to the inland locations. Again, Tuesday morning will be the coldest morning, but we will be slowly recovering. And as we get into Friday, high temperatures closing in on 70 degrees. As we get into Saturday, high temperatures getting up into the 70s once again, and low temperatures Saturday night into Sunday morning back into the 50s, kind of right where we started from. So anyway, so that's where all that's looking at. How about wind chill? Because that's important. The wind chill is what the air is going to feel like in the wind. So tonight, not a big deal. Tomorrow, we're going to be getting into the 30s with the wind chills. Those breezy winds come in behind that front. We're going to be in the mid-30s to upper 30s with those wind chills. And then as we get into Wednesday morning, we're going to be down into 20s. So wind chills Tuesday night, Wednesday. Again, that looks to be the coldest evening. Wind chills in the upper 20s, mid 30s beaches, lower 30s beaches maybe. But you're definitely going to feel it. You will feel the chill when you get up Wednesday morning with that wind. Now as we go into Thursday morning, still down in the 30s with those wind chills. We will see a little bit of recovery there. So the 20s, we're in the 30s to the wind chills. But then as we go further on, those wind chills begin to moderate. Looks like the last really chilly morning, as far as wind chills go, is going to be Friday morning. By the time we get to the weekend, we're in the 40s on wind chills and 50s. And that's because the winds die down, temperatures come up. Rain chances, let's talk about that right now. Let's get to rainfall. And so we stay pretty much dry all the way through. I don't see any rain chances painted through the entire week. Well, they are looking Saturday now, maybe a 20% chance of rain on Saturday. This is a long way off. This information can get updated, so we'll have to see if these rain chances hold or if these rain chances decrease or increase as that day comes closer. So Saturday, really the only chance of rain for the next 7 days. So let's go back to winds. So how breezy is it going to get? Well, not too bad the next couple days, but gusts up to 20, and then Tuesday gusting up into the 20s. Wednesday gusting to right around 15, 20 miles an hour. So we don't see any real serious thing with the winds as we go through the next few days. So again, just to review, the coldest night is going to be Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. This is our coldest night. Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, we could even close in on the freezing mark in some inland locations. And again, these numbers might get adjusted as the forecast gets fine-tuned. So how about further afield? How do things look go into the future? So we can get that from the Climate Prediction Center. And so this takes us into the start of the new year, January 3rd to January 7th. And we're looking at averaging above normal for temperatures. Precipitation, we are looking at, if I can get it to load, we're actually looking at maybe a slight chance of above normal precipitation. We need it. Let's hope for that. We do need that precipitation. We do need that rainfall. So as we go even further into January, from January 5th to January 11th, we are looking at, again, average. It doesn't mean you can't have the odd cool day, but average, look for temperatures to be trending above normal. Precipitation chances also trending above normal. We'll take it. We do need those that rainfall. We are going to need that with the continuing dry spell that we're in right now. So that's going to wrap it up. This will likely be our only update for the week unless there's a significant change between now and the end of the week. So in short, tomorrow's the last warm day, so enjoy it. Temperatures will plummet tomorrow night. Temperatures will fall even further Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, where we will see temperatures bottoming out in the lower 30s with wind chills in the 20s. And then New Year's Eve, temperatures bottoming out near 40 with wind chills in the 30s. And then just a slow recovery in our temperatures for the rest of the week with highs only in the 50s Tuesday and Wednesday, and then highs in the 60s progressively as we go towards the weekend, with temperatures recovering to the 70s by the weekend, with a chance of maybe some showers come or a little bit of rain chances come on Saturday. So if you just joined in, you want to rewatch, you can just rewind this when I get done with the live broadcast, so you can rewatch it. And also, we'll be posting up a YouTube link. So everybody out there, have a happy new year. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you next year.